Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. I'm Chris Pajak. It's daily news time. Apologies for the slight delay there, internet issues and all that, but we've got loads of rumours to talk about once again today. It's mad, isn't it? There's been so many rumours of so many different players, but nothing really that feels sort of concrete over the last few days and stuff. Now, one that's come up last 24 hours is Yerry Mina. We saw him score a goal against England for Colombia last night, and consequently we've looked into him. Barcelona have issues with how many EU players they can have in the squad. They want to bring in a guy from Gremio over from Brazil who would take up a spot. They've obviously got another two lads there already, which is why the Mina rumours have resurfaced. I think Liverpool were rumoured to be in for a loan deal for him a little while ago and stuff, and it went quiet on all that, and then all of a sudden it's back because obviously Barcelona have got this interest. Now, he's got an 88 million euros release clause. It's absolutely scandalous. He played 3 times for Barcelona. I believe it was last season, getting 1 assist in that. He's played 3 times in the World Cup, scored 3 goals in the World Cup. Watch the YouTube compilations, of course. You've got to watch the YouTube compilations. He looks good, and I'll be honest, I've not seen a lot of him. I didn't see him play for Barcelona in any of those 3 games that he played last season, but Steve said he saw him in the last game of the season, and he wasn't very impressed with him. But looking at him, he's a big, strong, physical guy. I've seen at least 2 of the 3 games for Colombia. And he looks like an assured centre-half to me. He can play on that right side, he can play on that left side. He's played as part of a 3 at the back. You know, in those games that he's played for Barcelona last season, 1 he was covering for the left centre-half, 1 he was covering for PK and stuff, so he can play both sides of that. You'd ideally, I'd imagine, want someone to play on that right-hand side, because Virgil van Dijk will operate on that left-hand side. Is it going to be 88 million quid? Absolutely not, especially if they need to get rid of him. That's a release clause. I'd imagine, guesswork here, but somewhere between 30 and 50 million, which could even still be quite a lot for a guy who's not played a lot of football in the last 12 months. Fenerbahce was supposed to be interested in him, but because of his good performances in the World Cup, they think he might be a little bit too rich for their blood. So we'll get down onto the screen of where it is that actually mentions Liverpool, and it's not a lot, let's be honest. Mina has attracted the attention of clubs across Europe, including Liverpool, following his displays in Russia. The towering defender scored against England during the defeat to the Three Lions on Tuesday. The daily Turkish newspaper Fotomak recently reported that Mina is on Liverpool's radar. The Reds are reportedly weighing up a move for Colombia's 2018 World Cup star. So there you go, that's Mina. Let me know your thoughts on him in the comments section, and we'll get to them later on in the video, of course. A little bit of a strange one. Tottenham have made a surprise £50 million bid, according to Kicker. This is being reported by Team Talk, to sign Christian Pulisic. Now, I wonder if that is true, and if that is actually the case, could Liverpool then enter the market for somebody that they've supposedly been tracking for a really long time now? The article continues. He's a long-term target for Liverpool, Chelsea and Manchester United. Madrid have denied they've reached an agreement to sign Kylian Mbappe in a world record €272 million deal. Teenagers also strongly mentioned as a target for Man U. Liverpool want to sign Marco Asensio from Real Madrid, an effort to deter the European champions from pushing through the move for Sadio Mane. It seems like it's all merry-go-rounds at the moment, doesn't it? And it feels like Kylian Mbappe could be at the centre of all of this. But moving on, let me know if you want Christian Pulisic actually in the comments section. Moving on, something that Opta Joe tweeted last night, which I thought was well worth a mention. 28, Jordan Henderson has not ended on the losing side in any of his last 28 matches, won 22, drawn 6 for England. The longest unbeaten run of any England player in history. Important. Wow, that is something else, isn't it? Imagine if he just never lost for us as well. That'd be great, wouldn't it? On to other news. We'll talk about the World Cup a little bit at the end, if I remember. Chester, obviously we play Chester at the weekend, Saturday, 3 o'clock. It's exactly when England are going to be playing Sweden in the quarterfinals of the World Cup. Chester, it's unlikely that the fixture is going to be moved. And I would guess, because no Liverpool fan wants it to be moved, it's not even close for me. I'm going to the Chester game. I want to see Fabinho. I want to see Keita in a Liverpool jersey. Yes, we might have wasted insert ridiculous number of years here to see England in a quarter-final of a World Cup, but I've wanted to see Naby Keita in a Liverpool shirt for a year and a half, and damn, am I not missing that one. No way, no how. And then, I think I'm right in saying that maybe on the Tuesday or something like that, it could be the next game was the 11th, isn't it? Is it the Tranmere game for us? I wonder whether that will clash with another England game. Probably not. They'll probably be out. But anyway, good luck to them, of course. I actually don't mind England. I just don't support them. It's like, I saw it on Twitter, this, and I thought it was a great analogy. So apologies. It's like someone telling you who to love. You can't help it. I love Liverpool. That's it. I can't. I've got no more room in my heart for another football side. So that's that. Barcelona, Arsenal, Liverpool exit race for Sillinson's signature. Arsenal, Liverpool pulled out of the race for Sillinson's signature. Yeah, I mean, it was rumoured yesterday. If you go on Twitter and stuff, I mean, there was loads and loads of chatter from the Twitter in the nose and stuff like that about Liverpool going to be signing a new goalkeeper. And then there was rumours of, if you follow Graham Kelly, of, you know, he was saying to people like, listen, it's worse than Butland, you'll get dead upset and all this type of stuff. And then the Sillinson stuff came out, and it looks like we're not in for him at all. Obviously, Arsenal signed Bernard Leno anyway. At one point in time, Liverpool and Arsenal were the front runners for Barcelona backup goalkeeper Jasper Sillinsson. The Reds wanted to replace him for error-prone Luis Karius, while the Gunners wanted a successor. They've pulled out of the race for Jasper Sillinsson's signature. So there you go, £30 million price tag, 29-year-old. Okay. Sturridge, let's translate this page. In fact, I know what it says. Sturridge is running out. Black Eagle gave Wilfred Bonney priority on transfer of strikes, and out of plan B, Daniel Sturridge, Liverpool star of another England Premier League team. No idea. No idea what that means. But I do know what the article is about. And basically Liverpool are asking for 15 million quid, which actually I said yesterday that that's what Liverpool would ask for. Who is it? I forget now. Is it Besiktas? Besiktas want to pay 9 million quid for Daniel Sturridge. We'll probably meet halfway, won't we? We'll probably sell him for 12 million quid. It'd be mad if he goes there though. I still don't understand why he would go there, but apparently they're not, you know, they're worried about his injury record and stuff like that, and yeah, you know what, fair play to that one. Another story, Celtic, Brendan Rodgers wants Harry Wilson, he wants the deal done by tomorrow to bolster the ranks at Celtic, according to the Daily Star. Rodgers is keen to add more new faces to the squad after turning loan man Edouard into a permanent signing. Liverpool youngster Harry Wilson is a target for Rodgers, but the boys' boss is in a race against time to get the deals done. Star Sports understands Celtic will push ahead with a double bid for Wilson and McGinn ahead of tomorrow's Champions League deadline. So he wants him in the squad for the Champions League qualifiers, because they've got 900 rounds of Champions League qualifiers before the competition starts proper. So there we go. Leave me your thoughts on all of those stories in the comments section below. I'll head there now and we'll start picking some out. So Si, if you could get me started, that would be great.
So on that last one, Harry Wilson, Ben Mitchell, hopefully not the one from, or maybe it is the one from EastEnders. I think Wilson could develop further at Celtic, similar to Roberts, but I'd much rather he stay at Liverpool if he gets game time.
Yeah, if he gets game time, absolutely. I thought it was going to be a big pre-season. Now, Rodgers might want him, and maybe Harry Wilson wants to go, because they've obviously got that rapport from when Rodgers was at the football club and all that type of stuff. So maybe he's got that trust element with Brendan to actually utilise him. Whereas, you know what, he went out last year on loan to Hull. He had a great one. I really think, though, that it'd be mad. It would really surprise me if Jurgen Klopp lets him go without spending more than a week with him. To decide whether he's going to be good enough to back up one of the lads up top this season. I'd imagine, you know, come the end of pre-season, the decision may or may not be made to keep him or move him on, or loan him or sell him, whatever that is. But after a week of pre-season training, when they're really just getting into like the fitness of it, I can't really imagine that Klopp would make a decision like that without evaluating all of his options. So I'd be surprised if Wilson goes tomorrow, but maybe it would be down to Wilson. Owain Woodman Carr says, Chris, is football coming home? I never answer questions about whether Liverpool are going to win the Premier League or not this season. I think we'll challenge. I think we'll really challenge for the Premier League this season.
A couple of people, very good. A couple of people saying that they'd like us to sign Mina. Oz Master said, he is the man, get Mina in now. Beast, watch him and Jesus smash the Brazil League. And Harley Casey says, seeing the way Yerry Mina played yesterday against us, we should definitely sign him, even on loan. He's boss lad.
I'd imagine if I couldn't imagine Barcelona letting him go on loan to us, but if that's an option, if they're not 100% sure or not whether they want to use a non-EU space in their squad up on him, then maybe. But I'd imagine it would be a proper move. I really like the looks of him, you know, big, strong, strides out with the ball, pops up in the penalty area, not just from corners. I was watching compilations where he was making runs from centre-back and getting on the end of crosses from the right winger, and I was thinking, wow, that would be mental to have someone like that, but the amount of goals that this lad scores, he'd be a proper threat. You know, we think back to Martin Skrtel, I think it was 13-14 when he scored like 7 goals and stuff like that. Liverpool didn't get enough goals from their back line last season, and having someone like Virgil van Dijk who can win loads of headers in the box is great, but you need them to ultimately stick them in the back of the net, and this lad knows how to stick them in the back of the net.
So Brandon Pereira, I don't know where you've heard this from, Brandon, if you could let us know in the comments, but he said he's heard that it's a reported 11 million asking price for Mina. If so, that's a bargain and we should get him in.
I'd absolutely agree with that 100%. If it was 11 million quid, it's almost like it's not even a thing, is it? Do you know what I mean? 11 million quid nowadays is absolutely nothing, especially to Liverpool Football Club. Be interested to I can see a couple of people talking about Maguire in here. Be interesting to find out whether you guys would rather have a Maguire or a Mina. Now, I've watched Maguire a lot more, obviously, because he plays in the Premier League and he obviously plays for England, than I have Mina. I really like Maguire. I think at 40 million quid, I'd like Liverpool to take a punt on him. You know, he's young enough. He's got that rapport with Andy Robertson as well. 4 years ago to the day, I think it was, they signed on as at Hull together and stuff like that. But let me know, who would you rather have, Maguire or Mina, in the comments section. You've got another one for us, mate?
Yeah, so Thomas Johnson said, reckon we could sign Moussa Dembele from Celtic. Maybe a cash plus Wilson deal could be struck. Moussa is only 21 and has about a goal every 180 minutes last season.
Ooh, I like the sounds of that. Like, I mean, a couple of years ago, I'd have been banging to that. I didn't really follow Celtic last season, so I don't really know what they do, because, you know, league crap and all that. But yeah, a couple of years ago, I'd be banging to that. So, you know what, if they're in for Wilson, yeah, why not? Why wouldn't you try and go for that? Like, Maguire's decent, says Transfer Zone. Mustang Try 72 says Maguire's a beast. Loads of people just say Maguire. Pat Logic says, when's Chris going to get a kit off? It's got to be when Liverpool win the Prem or the Champions League, really, hasn't it? No one's talking about Christian Pulisic. I thought there'd be loads to talk about Pulisic in the comments, to be honest with you. You know, what was it? Tottenham supposed to bid 50 million quid. I tell you what, if Liverpool don't bid 50 million quid for that lad, then why have you been following him for so long? I mean, that's one of those deals for me where it seems to fit everything, because you've got the club owned by American owners, you've got him who's going to be the next great American hope and stuff like that with regards to soccer or football, as we call it. It just seems like it's a great thing. They probably recoup the 50 million straight away. And the fact that you get a lad who's boss at the football, absolutely superb. Like, and everybody's saying Maguire. Copite Legend says, Chris, any news on Shaqiri? No, but if I had to put money on Liverpool signing one player inside the next 7 days, it would be Shaqiri. Now that Switzerland are out, it wouldn't surprise me if we just moved quite quickly on that one and got that one sewn up sooner rather than later.
We've got a couple of years. So Makhdara Kelly says Redmen coming to Dublin, and Conor O'Donoghue says, are you doing a fan cam outside the Aviva?
Yes and yes. So we're actually doing a live show on the 2nd of August. It will be in Murray's Bar in Dublin city centre. It's one of the big sports bars. The bit.ly link is bit.ly/ capital letters RMTVDUB, RMTVDub.
I'll put in the comments now.
Oh, cool. So yeah, you can go there, you can buy your tickets now. There's not loads and loads of tickets, and we put them on sale this morning. They are selling pretty quick. So if you do fancy coming down and seeing Redmen TV live, we're bringing a Liverpool musician over, Drew Connor, singing all the classics. LA is going to be there for all the Liverpool classics. Live show with us, games, prizes, all that jazz. I really went into some like Funhouse style thing there, but you're probably too young to remember Funhouse, so oh well, there you go. Yeah, I can't wait. Join us at Redmen TV Live in Dublin if you're over there, and we'll be outside the ground somewhere recording some kind of fan cam if we can, which we will, I'm sure. Go ahead, Keith Dowling, get on it then. Yeah, absolutely. bit.ly/ RMTVDub. Cannot wait. Never done a live show in Dublin. Done one in Berlin. Absolutely brilliant. Did a co-one, was a guest on the Anfield Raps one in America a couple of years ago. me. I did 2 over there with them actually, and Paul did 1 over there with us as well. San Francisco and LA, they were absolutely amazing. Like, we met so many good Reds on that tour, and can't wait to get over to Ireland. We get there on the Thursday, live shows the Friday, Saturday we're going to soak up the atmosphere, have a few little Guinness, a little bit of the black stuff as it were on the Saturday, enjoy the game, get the boat home on the Sunday. Cannot wait for that. It promises to be an absolutely belting night. Any more for me? Let's go one more, mate.
So, Wade Turner, it's not really about anything we've discussed today, but he says, what happens if France make the final? Would we still sign for Kia? He will have had 0 experience with the team by the time he has had his break, with the season starting shortly after. And it's an interesting point that I hadn't thought of, really.
Yeah, no, I'd not thought of it at all. I don't think we're in for him anyway anymore. I just think that knee thing's put us off, and you know, maybe it's us trying to crunch the price down a little bit. Maybe it is, maybe I'm wrong on this, but I can't imagine that once you've had, and I've spoken about this so many times, once you've had that medical or those medical issues, that you go back in for somebody like that. It's a lot of money, £50 million. If you've got doubts over whether their body will last or not, it seems to me like you wouldn't spend 50 million quid. I mean, you know, we're already talking about Adam Lallana and Daniel Sturridge and their injury histories, Jordan Henderson, Dejan Lovren. Do you need to sign someone who you think's got genuine problems into that squad, or you know, it's absolutely mental? But it's such a good question. I'd never thought of it from the World Cup point of view, so thanks for that one. Thanks for joining us today. Of course, been an absolute pleasure once again. Don't forget to subscribe to Redmen TV on YouTube. If you haven't already, check out the website as well. Like, so many shows, 15 to 20 exclusive shows ranging from 30 minutes to hour-long shows every single month, and you can get them all available as podcasts if you don't have time to sit and listen to videos. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Ta-ra.